Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another installment of the MRL Cup Series here for the longest race of the season. Technically, not really, no. We are actually doing 25% here for the Charlotte Night Race, the Coca-Cola 200, or 150, I guess, technically. But yeah, we have a whole bunch of contenders up here in this race. Of course, we have the regular drivers that have come on in and are up here for points. But then we also have a few of the Sportsman Series drivers coming on up here. And with that, I'm gonna back on out, and we are joined here by a Tansby Vegas, aka Liam. In case you don't know that PSN name, Liam, how you doing today?
I'm doing very good. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right, Liam. It has been quite some time since you've been up here into the booth. I apologize. I am feeling a little under the weather right now. So, um,
Same.
well, okay, two peas in a pod then. So, yeah, definitely, I'm gonna be a little bit less lively as normal. But yes, Charlotte, you have been a part of, if I recall correctly, every race that we've been a part of here for the Cup Series. One of them was in season, or sorry, three races technically. One was in season zero. One was in one of the fun seasons. We didn't do it for the other. And
God,
then
that's my
season one.
glasses.
I don't know what.
I was looking for my glasses, so I was like, I couldn't find them.
Oh well, okay, Velma. Can't see without your
Oh, I'm
glasses.
fine without them.
Well, there you go. But yeah, take it away, Charlotte. What is
That
it?
94 is hot.
What is it about this track that you can actually just make it a very highly populated track in order to go side by side at?
I'm sorry, what?
I said, why is it such a racy track? That is my way of saying that.
I think it's mainly because in the beginning of the run, the way 1 and 2 is your call, depending on what preset you go on, the call just steps out sideways on you, and even in the beginning of Dre, it does it too. So I mean, it's really more of a preset selected track for the early run, and then in the long run, everything kind of balances out. So I think that's why Charlotte is kind of more of the side-by-side racing.
Well, you can already see that right here. The battle for the lead is already heating on up. I'm on board with Blake T, who has a wonderful view of that right in front of him. But Cyber is down below on the bottom, which is technically the preferred lane. However, in 3 and 4, you can actually make that top side work, and you can actually see that Elite Precision is going to try to make that top side work there in going to 3 and 4. However, it will not work going in 1 and 2. That a little bit touchy right there, but Elite will definitely have to work a little bit harder. But actually, no, he actually makes the pass. So never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. So because of that, we have a lot of strategies involved with this. Now, of course, the reason why we're doing 25% here tonight is because we have only 12 people in the race, and of course, I always want to hear from the racers that are present, and this is technically the longest race of the season. Normally, it is at least. So we wanted to put it to a vote with only 12 people in the race. 200 laps. I mean, Liam, what are your thoughts about doing 200 laps for 200 laps for 12 people?
It's not fun unless you got people around you.
Exactly, and that's the thing. So having a 25% race, yes, yeah, I'm sure there will be people that will start falling on off. Oh, lag warning number 1, by the way. I just completely bopped I think that was the 10. I'm not quite sure on that. Yeah, that was the 10. So yeah, lag warning 1. But I'm sure that there will be people that will fall off the pack eventually. However, and with a 25% race, it's only 100 laps. I mean, you're really only going to see that during pit stop cycles, and that's really about it. Some key notes here in the race. We do not have Xander, RS Wagner. He did put in last place points, so technically he is still in the title hunt. However, the trio, the triad of contenders that are up in the that's not the right dock right there, that are up in the championship battle is actually Elite Precision and Cyber, who are both running 1-2 right now. One of them needs to have a bad day in order for the other to have a shot. But Xander, currently 52 points out of the championship lead, will be only extended. That gap will only be extended because of him being forced to put in for last place points. However, though, there can be a spoiler here. We had our All-Star race last week. Liam, unfortunately, you're not a part of the All-Star race, but did you watch it at all?
No.
Oh, why?
I don't know. Probably forgot.
I don't know. It's
Wait,
pretty.
hold up. Was I
pretty,
walking last week?
I don't know. Were you? That's
Hold up.
my question.
Darlington was last week, right?
No. In real life, yes.
No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then I was walking.
Okay. I was about to say. Well, definitely you should go check out the All-Star race. Shameless self-plug. It was a lot of fun.
I went to Darlington
actually.
too. I don't know why I didn't remember it was last week.
Well, if you went to Darlington too, I don't know. Kansas apparently is going to be rainy as well, so that's going to be a whole lot of bundles of fun if you're going to Kansas. So I think the Xfinity race got rained out tonight or today, didn't it?
It got called after stage 2.
Oh, what a lovely... can you imagine buying tickets just for it to be called after 90 laps? Technically not even halfway, man. Yeah, so I hear it's also supposed to be rainy tomorrow, but I also could be mistaken on that, though. We had the All-Star race here, so these guys have a little bit of practice going into this. And actually, the All-Star race was won by a Mopowa Cat, who is that number 18 card, who is currently P3. He is leading the second pack, and it has been a Elite and Cyber train. They have been pulling away first and second right there, and they've only been extending that gap. However, it is a 5-car pack back here or make that 4 now, as Hamilton, who is one of our new drivers into the league as a whole, is now kind of falling off of that little pack right there. But yeah, the 18 and 19 are actually teammates. Actually, make that the Custom 24 right behind as well. Those are Mopowa teammates that are trying to get a little bit closer to that front pack. But yeah, that 18 though has definitely success here at Charlotte. He knows how to get it done. But yeah, definitely, Liam. How is the car feeling so far? About midway through the stint.
It was pretty good. No complaints. The 3 wide in front of me. That's probably the only.
I am actually watching that battle right there, 3 wide, and it makes it work though. Liv Morgan fan right below gets that done. Packers right, that was in the middle, and actually WRX Mike gets the worst position out of that, being on the very tippy top of that 3 wide battle. But because of that, you actually have a bit of a gap, a little bit, not really so much a gap. Oh man, I forgot to mute my thing. I was watching Clay's stream. He's currently P12 of 12 right now. Unfortunate from him. Yes, he is definitely trying to make this work from the back of the pack. But hey, you know what? By just showing up, he's getting points, so that's definitely helping him out in terms of the championship battle. However, since we are in the halfway part of this run, we have to start thinking about the drivers that are on the relegation line. Now, Liam, you were one of the drivers that was on the outside looking in last season at this point, and unfortunately, you are right now. However, in the top 10, you have only a few people that have actually put in for points so far this season. Very surprisingly as well, Agent Orange is not in this race, and he is currently sitting 5th in the title fight right now, and he's going to lose a bucket of points by not putting in a lap and not showing up. So he is definitely going to be losing on out to that. Liam, I mean, it's going to be a steep hill to climb, but do you think you can get into it?
We did it last season, didn't we?
That is why your name is the System. Is it still the System in Discord?
I don't know, honestly.
Well, let me check the race sign-up chat. Yes, it's still the System.
Oh, Packers got put in the wall.
Uh-oh. got put into the wall. What happened? Oh my God! Well, you
I think
four
the
are
88 got underneath him and hit the apron.
Oh man. Well, turn 3 especially is super rough when it comes to that. It's not as bad as like Texas, where like hitting the apron is absolutely going to just end your life. But at Charlotte, hitting the apron in turns 3 and 4 will just rocket you to the top of the track. It's almost worse in 3 and 4 than it is in 1 and 2 because in 3 and 4 it kind of juts on out a little bit. And Liam, you're going to see what I mean here in turns 1 and 2. It's almost as if it's a little bit lower, and it's a little bit more forgiving. You can ride that red and white line, or that blue and white line, as long as you want, and just kind of roll it from there. But I do want to point out though that because of that, yes, your name still is the system. But yeah, definitely everyone's still having a spirited battle back there. This second pack is now dropped to 3. So it's now the top 2 who were battling for a hot second versus the 3 Mo Power guys that are trying to close the gap. Now UK is slowly making grounds on that, and with 82 laps to go, there is only a limited amount of time to do it. I mean, Liam, we may think that this is one of the longest races of the season, and it is for all intents and purposes, but these times just click on by. I mean, we're going to be racing here for about a grand total of about 50 minutes or so. 45, 50 minutes. Good talk.
I didn't really know what you wanted me to say there.
I mean, like, I don't know.
Be like, no, man, I don't know what you're talking about. I think we're only going to be racing for about 20 minutes here.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's basically what the sportsman guys on Monday will be doing, because they're going to be racing the Roval. That's gonna be a lot of fun. That is, just imagine. Hey, what's up, Taylor Sauce? How are you doing today? Just imagine. We've been having an average of about 18 to 20 trucks per Monday. Imagine that going into turn 1 with no cautions. Oh no, I can see it now. So yeah, Monday's going to be a lot of fun unless you're the person getting pile drove into the heartburn turn. So
Grandpa's getting taken tree wide again.
Uh-oh, I just left that battle too. Oh my God. Hey, you guys are you guys having fun back there? Because it seems like you guys are having fun. Well, Liam, you were having fun. So,
we learned after the Xfinity race to lift off at a certain point.
Well, there we go. Yeah, no, it looks like these guys have just been absolutely, like, just going 3 wide whenever they can. And actually, while they're racing each other, they're actually closing in on the 51, who is just up ahead. Now, that is for P7, so Liv currently is P8. Make that WRX Mike in P8. But yes, that is, they're actually, while they're racing side by side with that, they are actually closing in on P7, so imagine how that's working on out. Meanwhile,
the 88 hit the wall, and the back end decided it wanted to do some things.
Oh, well, definitely, I don't know, man.
We'll take it to the shop and see what we can copy off of that call.
Yeah, I'm about to say, tear it down, maybe see if Chad Knaus is working on it to kind of give it that little extra
I don't know,
edge.
that thing had some hydraulics there for a second.
Let's see here, lag warning too, by the way, Liam. Ooh, man, I think you just gave Gramps a lag push. But yeah, just want to let you know. Story Square, coming on down, pit road this time, so...
That's a little early.
Oh yeah, that is really early. Are they? Is it lap 25 right now?
Yeah.
Well, I guess he's splitting it into thirds, right? I guess 25, 50, and then. All right. Hey, looks like Hamilton's going to be doing the same. So the strategy is open. I personally am on the volition that you want to run it out as long as possible, and maybe take 4 with less fuel towards the end. So, I mean, I don't know. Whatever they want to do that's going to be the thing. However, it is the top 5 that are currently within spitting distance of the leader. The 19's been absolutely pushing that 18, but it's been the 24 that has been leading the way since. Well, technically the 4 and the 24 have both led a lap. So while they were side by side. I noticed that Cyber's trying to get on past, but can't make the move stick at the current moment. So, yeah, we have two people that have made their stops right now. That is Hamilton and then also Story Square. So, interestingly enough, Story Square is one of the points-paying drivers for this series. So, I guess he's just going to try to go for the safe strategy of going just 25, 25, and 25, and there we go. Tay, thank you so much. I am the best league owner. I need to get that on a mug. You know how like there's like mugs for everything. You know, like best furry cosplayer, I guess. There's one of them. There's best teacher. I need one that says best league owner. But yeah, no, hey, I appreciate that though. Like real talk. Jokes aside, we like to have fun here. But no, all jokes aside, no, I appreciate it. So, Liam, allow me, I'm gonna ask for your opinion here. When should we expect you coming on down pit road?
Probably hearing about the next 2 to 3 laps.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, you guys have had a spirited battle. It looks like Mike is starting to fall off a little bit. I wonder if he lost the draft. But yeah, looks like Broadcaster Clay's coming on down, so I have my second POV right there.
Ten's pitting this time.
Yeah, the 10's pitting this time, so you have to watch on out for that. Make sure that no one pits from the middle lane. Yes, that's definitely going to have to hamper them. Now, Charlotte is one of the easier tracks to get onto pit road. I mean, it's very easy to do that. Looks like the 18 and 19 also came on down that time. They're going to try to undercut the 4 and the 24. So looks like the 4 is going to signal this time. Actually, no, the 24 actually came down as well. But the 18 and 19 was actually able to close the gap a little bit. So it's all going to come down to the pit crews. We're going to be taking a look at this here for a hot second to see how these guys all stack on up. Who's going to get the 15-2? Who's going to get the 16-2? It looks like it is going to be the 18 with the 15-2, and he will be right behind that 24 as they come on out of the pits. So that is going to be advantage to the 18 and 19 should they get linked up, because that 24 is going to be by his lonesome. But now we have the rest of the crew coming on down. So we do have a custom car that is leading right now. I think that is Sauce. I could be mistaken on that. Oh, yep, and he's down pit lane this time, so he is going to relinquish the lead, and it's probably going to be given to the 4 of Cyber by virtue of stopping early. Which, by the way, Liam, I wanted to pick your brain for a second. What did you think about the Dutch Grand Prix?
Was fun. Didn't get to watch after the we left for Darlington when the safety car came out and Lewis stayed out. But other than that, I thought it was a good race.
Well,
I like my strategy races.
Well, strategy races definitely for sure. I mean, I don't understand what was happening with Yuki. That was probably the biggest thing right there. So to kind of go back onto our race for a second, it looks like Cyber actually will. I misunderstood. I thought Cyber did the undercut. He actually did the overcut. He pit a whole 2 laps after the 24 did. So the 4 is now back with his teammates. So this is a Mopawa 2-3-4 right now. So it's going to be working. Or it's going to be on them in order to close the gap. How's your battle going, Liam? Looks like you guys have basically just found each other again with actually the 10, who actually by virtue of short stopping is now a little bit ahead of you guys.
It's fun. I mean, kind of just riding, trying to make time up as we do it. I mean, at least that's my plan, at least.
Well, that's probably the best thing that that can be done right now, honestly, because right now we're kind of in that weird little period where essentially we just got done with the pits, but we do have a very spread out field right now, where basically a half track separates first from last right now. You have the 24 that's going into 3, and then you have the 21 that's going into 1. So basically a half track separates that. Looks like the 88 hit the wall again.
No, I think he got on the apron there.
Oh, even better. So I don't know. I think I'd rather hit the wall than the apron, because I mean the apron can be the wall. if you hit it just right. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting here. But what is actually interesting though is actually the 4 is actually leading his Mopao teammates to the 24. So this is going to be interesting to see how this race is going to turn on out here. Next time you go on past the flag stand, can I have a lap update, please? I think I missed it with Clay going on past.
Lap 36.
Lap 36. So we're actually 1/3 the way through this race. So technically, we'd even be 25% done with this if this was the 50% race. But hey, you know, like I said, with 12 people, they voted and they got what they wanted because we got that 25% race. So let's take a break from this lead battle here and check on in with the second battle right here. So it looks like Packers is actually extending his gap from yourself and Mike, so he's going to try to close on in on the 10 right there. We do have a little bit of a gap between the custom 24, that is a long-lived sauce, and the 37, a Story Square. Story Square, remember, was one of the first ones to come on down pit road. His strategy is 25, 50, 75, and he is being overcut by one, maybe two people, because I see Hamilton just a little bit behind. However, that could mean a whole bunch of implications here later on through this race. And speaking of implications, possible change for the lead here soon. The 4 has caught on to the draft of the 24, so let's go on board with that 4 for a hot second and see when the pass is going to be made. I'm assuming, Liam, if you were going to make a pass, where would you do it? Turn 1 or turn 3?
Ooh, here probably going in the 3, honestly.
I think so as well. Honestly, the angle's a little bit sharper. So looks like the 4 though is a little bit patient. He could have made the move. The 24 was like half angling himself to the middle of the track in an attempt to block. So by virtue of the 4, he actually dragged his teammates up there in order to help him on out. So the reign of elite in this race may come to an end here. However, this thing is far from done. I mean, we're about to hit lap 40 here in about a lap or so. So there's going to be pit stops, another round of pit stops right around the corner. This is a 3-stop over race, mind you. Of course, should a caution come on out with 34 laps remaining. I mean, these guys can save if they want. However, I don't think anyone will do that. Maybe the one person I would try would be WRX Mike. But again, that's if we have a caution with that many laps to go. But with how these guys are spread on out, I highly doubt that. If anything, it's going to be one of the two battles, either the battle for P8 or the battle for first that will link on up in order to do that. But yeah, definitely, it's interesting to see how far this field has spread on out with only one set of pit stops to kind of blanket the field. To kind of give a little bit of stats on this track, Charlotte has seen a few different winners in its life cycle from Cup. We've seen, actually, interestingly enough, the one driver that we normally would see up front is RS Wagon. He actually has not won at this track because every single time we come here, for some reason, I don't know why, but this is like the one race he misses. Of course, season 0, he missed one race, and that actually ended up costing him the title. It was Charlotte. Season 1, he was not present for some reason, so it's interesting how that happens, but he's always fast here. But we'll have to see, though. We have a few different winners, though. We have I've had Mopower Cat win here. We've had Cyber win here. A bunch of names that are on the top of the championship pylon here in this series have won here in the past, and of course we have a couple that are trying to etch their name into that today with currently 2 new faces of Blakey T and Elite Precision who want to win here tonight. Now we also have the battle for P7 now looming here, because it looks like Packers is just on the cusp of getting onto or I guess technically that's P8, I should say, never mind. We're on the cusp of getting into Liv Morgan fans draft, and I think he does have it. So that is going to be a battle right there. And they're actually both closing in on the 51 of Hamilton. So that is going to be a battle for P7 there. And don't count out Story Square. He's actually falling off because of his strategy. P6 is only not even a quarter of the track up the way. These guys may actually still get a snipe a P6 out. Well, never mind. Not with Packers hitting the wall like that. Okay, never mind. I gotta stop talking about these guys. And I just jinx them.
No, I think Grandpa's eyesight was just going with his age there.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, that's also just facts. But no, like I have a string of commentaries curse at New Hampshire. When
we know.
Oh yeah, well I mean but at New Hampshire, this was back when we had only like 4 people that had a consistent string of top 10s. Packers and Nathan was one of them. And I was talking about Packers and how his streak was continuing. And as I did that, Nathan tells me, and Packers just wrecked. I'm just like, all right, cool. So I'm just going to stop talking about him. And then I was like, okay, well, I mean, at least you're still having a top 10. He's like, actually, I just sped. I was like, all right, cool. All right. I'm just going to stop.
Speaking of which, I'm surprised no one's, considering the races we've done here, I'm surprised no one actually got a speeding penalty on that full cycle of pit stops.
Well, the night's still young, so not with that attitude.
Which is
Liam.
why I said on the full cycle.
Not with that attitude. But yeah, Charlotte, very surprisingly though, is actually one of the easier pit roads to get onto. Basically, you can actually just full send it going into pit road and basically be fine. On a base preset, your brake bias is actually a very good percentage, so you don't even have to like lead into the brake at all. You can just like full match the brake and your wheels won't lock up. So that's the reason why Charlotte is so easy to get on pit road. However, that still doesn't mean you can just blast into.
I don't know if Hamilton's pitting this lap or he was trying to get out the way.
I think he's pitting this lap, so we'll have to see if the 6 and the 10 are gonna see that. Yep, he's slowing down. That is I guess second round of pit stops are happening. I'm assuming then it's lap 50. Am I correct?
Yeah.
All right. So just right on cue, that is his strategy right there. And it looks like Story Square is going to be coming on down this time. So just one lap later. So just a little ways up the road comes Packers. Packers may be, like I said, be able to get a P6 out of this. But come the end of this race, it's still a long way to go. However, with the battle for the lead, I mean, I'm very surprised that no one's actually taking the run yet. The 24 has been caught by the Mopala team, and I'm sure they're in a party chat, talking amongst each other, talking about when to make the move, and they're all there. They're all still in the front pack, so I'm just wondering when that move is going to be made. Oh, never mind. Never mind. All right, cool. Figure it out. The 24 actually hit the apron, so I think the 4 and the 19, the 18 are going to be starting to be like, all right, the 24 is getting a little squirrely here. Let's kind of shuffle him out of the way. So never mind. I think we figure that out. All right, deductive reasoning. Awesome. 37 exiting pit road in order to get back up on track. Of course, Glenline is not turn 1. He is still on the apron. I just want to point that out, just in case anyone does forget. But currently, though, we have all 12 drivers still on the lead lap. We do have, though, a few stragglers that are really close to getting lapped, and that's actually, unfortunately, Broadcaster Clay is one of them. We already have a few... well, I guess the people that have come on down to pit, they are already a lap down, but I'm not really counting them. Because you can see that fresh tires versus new tires, or fresh tires versus old tires. I'm sorry, I just cannot talk today. Like I said, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I will use that excuse until I die. So yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but that's the thing. Having all of this at our disposal right here. I mean, it's interesting to see how like I said, how this race is unfolding right now. Patriotic schemes for the top 4, by the way. I guess technically not so for the HendrickCars.com because I mean they use that scheme for everything. So like, I guess it's a patriotic scheme in and of itself. But tomorrow, with the Kansas race, I do believe, because of it falling on 9/11, there is going to be a few patriotic schemes. So kind of incorporating that into the real life, of course, remembering America's fallen. It's national tragedy, of course. But the 24, I think, hits the wall again. I think the 4 also hit the wall. So again, I'm not really sure what the holdup is. I could be mistaken on what I'm seeing here, but I guess we're going to find out. The 10 has not left the 6 as a rear bumper, so that is going to be a battle that's going to last for probably the rest of the race, and that will be, like I said, for the cusp of maybe a P6 or P7, depending on who gets in front of who. But interesting to see, though, the strategies that are unfolding with 51. The 21 is going to be coming on down this time. Liam, how many laps of fuel do you have?
3.
3, so you're going to be probably coming on down here in the next lap, 2 laps, something like that. So I guess that's also the virtue of the draft. If you're in the draft, you can actually extend that. So maybe I'm starting to get the picture here about what's happening. So with 44 laps to go here, I think I am beginning to see. So with the 24 leading, in fact, he is going to be stopping before. You see, it took me about half the race, but I finally figured it out. So the 24 is, because he's leading, we're going to treat it like a super speedway. He's going to burn more fuel than he's going to save. And now everyone is just kind of saving that fuel in order to, they still have to make 2 more stops. Don't get it twisted. But essentially, they only have to, maybe even only have to take 2 tires on the final stop, and that is going to be just magic right there. It looks like the 19 and the 18 are going to be coming on down. The 4 is going to be staying on out for an additional lap, and actually the 19 coming on back after signaling. They are going hit the wall. But coming onto the apron, the 18 and 19, very good job entering the pit road. Gonna go single file right now, and now the 4 is gonna be all by his lonesome here. I'm assuming he's gonna be pitting this time, but I guess we're gonna be finding out. So on board with 4, our current leader right now. The 10 exiting the pits, so not gonna be a factor for the 4. The 4 is indeed signaling this time, so he will be coming on down. So because of that, we're gonna see how the race unfolds. So the 24 gets back up on track, coming off of 2. And now he is going to be all by himself. Looks like the 6 and the 12. Oh, hey, look at that. You actually, you two, the grandpa and the grandson coming on down at the same time. That's cute. But yeah. Liam, tell me about your day. What's happened?
We ain't gonna talk about it.
Well, I mean, right now there is oh, what's happening, Wes? How are you doing? Well, right now there is pit cycles happening, so there's really not a whole lot for me to talk about. So, help me, help me on out, man. I'm looking for stuff.
That full call was nice.
Good talk. All right. So with that,
yeah, the ball's just gonna get passed by everyone here. The 19th leader, by the way.
Well, that is the danger of pitting so late. Of course, he's going to have the fresher tires, but he's not going to necessarily have the draft. In fact, the 19 is currently the leader right now. So, by virtue of maybe having just a speedier pit stop or entering or exit, or maybe a combination of all 3, he was able to snipe the lead from the 24. Now, that's going to be bad news for the 24 because now that allows him to kind of save a little bit. Now, it's going to be the 19 and the 4's job to get back up on board and get up on that wheel in order to close that gap again. But that's the danger. I like the strategy, but that's the danger of the 4 and what he's trying to do. You know, he's trying to overcut everyone and maybe only have to take 2 tires come this final stop. However, if you lose that track position, it's just the harder you have to work. Meanwhile, the battle for P5 right here. The Source Square has it. Sauce wants it. And you can just see, by virtue of like 10 lap fresher tires, Sauce is going to probably get this job done here, probably going into turn 1 the next lap. So I guess we're going to be on board because I'm just curious to see if I'm right or not. He closes into the back bumper, and he's going to turn a left. He's at the corner. Yep, and there we go. Cool. Almost like I know what I'm talking about. Almost.
I was gonna say, I was expecting him to take a right, not a left.
Yeah, man. We had to still have to figure that part out. Liam, did you speed?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You were the one that brought it up too.
Tree open NASCAR's tolerance.
Oh my god. You were the one that was talking about it too. You're just like, oh man, I'm surprised that no one sped on the first cycle of stops. You're the only one that has sped so far. All right, cool, awesome.
Now, rather be the leader than the follower.
Yeah, be the trailblazer. He's like, don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. Charlotte's safe. Just making sure that the pit line's still there. Just like the 19 hits the wall going into 1. There is a thing about taking a wide arc, but there is a wall there. So, but much in the same vein, don't worry. He's just making sure the wall is still there. So, like, the rest of the field is safe, knowing that hey, there is something that will catch them should they spin out of control. But yeah, right now it's not really a whole lot of battles going on. There's people drafting with each other, but not a whole lot of battles going side by side. I mean, strike that. Actually, there is. So Packers and Liv Morgan fan have just passed the 51. So that is about for P6 right there. The 51. That I'll tell you what, him as well as the Story Square are not in that proper strategy. They needed to have went longer and not go 25, 25, 25, because now you can see the fresher tires are just blowing past them. Both Liv and Packers are both at the mercy. In fact, they may actually be able to snipe a P5 out of this. So who knows, and see what happens here. Liam, you're about to have some company. It looks like Broadcaster Clay is just in front of you.
Yep.
All right, good talk. Moving on around, I'm just looking for battles right now. Like I said, I'm not seeing a whole. I'm seeing a whole lot of cars by themselves, and gee, I wonder why we moved it to 25%. Imagine this race at 50%. But yes, right now we see still the top 4 drafting. The 4 is still trying to close back up the gap, and that's, like I said, the danger. Nope. Now, essentially, he's kind of forcing...
Clay hit that apron.
What? Oh, Clay hit that apron?
Yeah.
Oh. We got problems.
We closing, Mikey. We closing.
What was that? What was that DW quote? It was like where Mikey just wrecked off the apron in one of the Gatorade duels. It was just like, oh my gosh. What happened? And DW was coming up with every excuse in the book about like why he did it, when actually Mikey just hustled him. But
some real tires were off the ground.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what happened. Yes, you do. Oh, it looks like the 20 was actually letting you go. How nice. Man, one is Menards and one's not. I think I prefer the one with Menards. Just saying. Yeah, like I said, coming on through, that was actually the only battle on track right there. Like I said, we have the top 4 that are drafting. The 4 is just about in that drafting distance between himself and the 24. But still, you can just see with 29 to go, just how long it took him in order to get there. Now, technically, right now, the the fuel window is open. These guys can come on down right now and make it to the end of the race. But that is the incorrect strategy. Liam, can you enlighten me on how many laps of fuel you have?
17.
Exactly. So that's the whole kit and caboodle here. You have 17 laps, so I can guarantee that one of these four, maybe all four, who cares? See what happens. Are going to try either the 2 tires, or if they're super ballsy and they can actually go with a full, go and actually have the tire wear, they're going to go the full no tire route and just go gas.
Oh, you got someone pitting right now. You got 2 pitting right now, actually.
Uh-oh. I can guarantee it's Hamilton and Story Square. Well, no, Story Square is on track, so who's the other? It's Hamilton and WRX Mark. Interesting. So, I mean, they probably realize that the fuel window is open. They can go that distance right now. So, 24 actually hits the apron a little bit, but actually helps him on out because I think the 19 just was a little bit slow through the center of the corner. Now, he's in a Mopower sandwich right now. The 24 of Elite Precision is literally in a Mopower. I don't even know what to call him. What, like, you know that there was like a list of names for like all the different types of animals. I think the weirdest one was I think like isn't it like a flock of crows like a slaughter or something like that? A slaughter of
yeah.
crows. Yeah, it's like that. Except it may actually be a slaughter if they actually go and start spinning. Because right now we have a kind of split strategies here. There are some that have already pit, and there are some that haven't. An interesting caution would shake up the field. However, I just don't see it happening. But I guess
I mean, I wouldn't mind a caution.
I think there's a lot of people that wouldn't mind a caution either, because I think you are the lucky dog right now, Liam. But I'll tell you what, who is not looking for a yellow is those that are going to try the no tire stop, and I think Mopow is going to try to do it because it looks like the 24 of Elite was the first one to come on down. Then it was Blakey T and UK, and then it was Cyber. Story Square is making his final stop for the race. WRX Mike and Hamilton going on through. Brock, you and Liam, or sorry, you are Liam. I was looking on Clay's stream right there, so and I saw your name. I was like, oh, that is the battle for the lucky dog right there, so that's gonna be interesting. But Story Square goes 2 laps down right there. Let's see, what's it called? By shifting on through everything right now. Packers and Liv Morgan fan are having a grand old time back here. This is for P5 currently, or sorry, P6 technically because Sauce is not pit yet. So P6 goes to Liv, P7 goes to Packers. Packers hits the wall. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go off of him. I swear I don't do it like intentionally. I'm just talking about him, and I just see. It just so happens that I was like, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, they just like hit the wall. So I was like, all right, cool. God, Liam, your lag is something. It is something to behold.
Remember when I was doored at one point?
What? Which one?
I said, remember when I was doored at one point?
Which time?
On the storm?
Yes. So, change for position. Cyber actually got on past Elite. Now, I wonder if Elite kind of let on go, or that was, like, just a natural pass. Because right now, Blakey T still leads, but Cyber is now P2, Elite P3, UK still being the caboose on that train for P4. Like I said, I'm interested to see how this is shaking on out right now for terms of strategy. Let's see how many laps are to go this time. It is 20 to go, so it's gonna be tight on fuel. I'll say that, and I can guarantee that's what a lot of these guys are doing is probably trying to save the fuel. Now, here comes the 37. The 37 is on fresh tires. He doesn't even have to worry about fuel anymore. So, oh, 4 actually hits the wall right there. There is such a thing as taking too wide of a line. So now it's the 37 that is going to play a little bit of a spoiler, and the 24 is going to try. Oh, well, he tried at least.
Someone's down pit lane.
To go on past. Let's see who is down pit lane. It is Long Live the Sauce. He's going to come on down. Cyber's going to try to take the lead. But Blakey T holds it by virtue of Story Square's draft. So, what actually may have helped the pass for the lead actually allowed Blakey T to actually keep it. Who is? Oh, Clay is. Yeah. So now, yeah, interesting. So we'll have to see what Clay does. I think he's going to take 4 tires. I don't see him doing. He is at 29% right front. What's your right front?
Right front 24.
What's your right rear?
38.
You are far too tight, my friend. You need to loosen that thing up. But yeah, no, like there's like a 20% difference of his right front compared to right rear. That was interesting. So I would say like obviously he's out of the no tire rule. Obviously he pit with like 6 laps worth of fuel left in his tank. But if you were to run it dry, you could maybe milk it. But more than likely we're probably going to be seeing 2 tires if everyone's tire wear is like that. Let's see though. The 37, you can see exactly the difference between fresh and old tires. The 37 has just gapped. The 4 drivers that are actually drafting, and I'm actually seeing from Clay's POV, Sauce, who is on fresh tires. I remember he only pit like a few laps ago. Just made that pass quick, fast, and in a hurry. So there he goes, and he's gone. Liv Morgan fan's going to be pitting, and Packers is maybe going to follow him? No, looks like he's going to go another lap, so Packers is going to do the overcut on his race rival right now. So, hey, that's a lot. That's been a battle to watch right there. It's been a lot of fun to watch right there. But currently no sign of the leaders pitting yet, and with, I think 14 to go, maybe still 15. We're probably going to be seeing one of these 4 come on down this time.
14 to go for the Littles.
Thank you, I appreciate it. No one. All right, screw it, never mind. No one is going to be coming on down for the leader, so I can tell that they're saving that fuel in order to go for that. Yeah, I know, Liv. I know you're the 10. I know. I've been talking about you. I mean, you're doing pretty good, and you're having a spirited battle with the 6 of Packers. So, 2-time Cup Series winner here. So definitely, you're running with one of the better guys. There goes the 10 coming on out. Looks like the 19 maybe coming on down this time. Yes, he is, and there he goes. Wants to hit his marks, and he does. No speeding. Now the 24. Probably is going to be following the 4 and the 18. Now, I'm actually curious. I'm going to go back on. I'll come back because I want to see who comes on down this time. The 24 is going to signal to come on down this time. So I'll go back to the 19. I want to see what he's going to do. The 19 is going to hit his box. Are we going to see no tires, 2 tires, or I highly doubt 4 tires is the call here. It's not no tires. I'll say that. So it's got to be 2 tires, and with that, he is. No, he's taking 4. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I think 4 is, with only 12 laps to go, there's going to be not enough time. At least I would say. But here comes the 4 and the 18. They're going to be coming on down this time, so I want to see what they're going to be doing here. Let's find the 24. He's exiting his box here. So I'm assuming he took 2. So I'm going to be on board with the 24. I want to see where they are in comparison to the 4 and the 18 here. So we're going to be following him on out. He's still on the apron and blends back up on turn 2. We're going to be coming on back. 4 hits his box right there. So as he does, leads going into turn 3. So it has to be a 2-tire stop, or else the 4 and the 18 are going to be out of it. Coming onto the front stretch now, the 24 is going to be looking for the 4. You can see both the 4 and the 18 exiting and getting up to speed on the apron. The 24 is going to go past the 18. He's going to be side by side with him, coming off a 2, but he'll be crucially though behind the 4. Now, where's the 19 at? The 19, I think, like I said, took 4 tires, which I don't think is the call. He is so far behind with less than 10 laps to go at this point. This may be it. 24 is going to be hard blocking, hard press to get on past the 4 here. And that's going to allow the 18 to close on the gap, because as those guys race, that 18 can actually make some ground here. The 19, though, he still is within eyesight of it. So, like, the more that these guys hold each other up, maybe the 19 can actually make it work. But we'll have to see, though, because it's going to be very, very crucial for the 19 to hit his marks. Liam, at your next available opportunity, can you let me know how many laps to go, please? The 24 is going to be going to the high side, trying to make something work here on the 4. The 4 just has to hold the bottom, really. And with 2 tires, it's going to be a hard press in order for these guys to really make that run. The 4 is slipped a little bit coming off a 2, but the 24 slips even more. You can see how much that car is moving around. 8 to go. Is that for you or for the leaders?
Little.
Thank you. So coming to 7 to go, this time coming off a 4. The 24 with a mega run coming off a turn 4. He's going to get to the quarter, but that's about it. He has to duck back inside. That brings the 18 into this battle. Oh my god, I'm coughing. But don't look now. The 19, all right, you know what, screw it. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. The 19 on 4 fresh tires is up here and has caught these guys with them battling. We're going to go 3 wide for a hot second. The 18 thought about it. It is a big roadblock for the 19. The 19 is going to try to go 3 on the very top. No, he dips back down. He's going to follow his teammates all the way down, and he's going to be the 3rd in line. He's going to get past the 24. He actually hits the 18 out of the way. That's his teammate. Oh my god,
that's
the
19, a teammate, Daryl.
Oh my god, the 19 is just ruthless. He's knocking his teammate out of the way, and with that will take the lead. All right, I guess I just don't know what I'm talking about. 4 fresh tires will, barring a caution, will go and win this race.
I was gonna say I was expecting a lot of people to take full because of how the left front was.
Oh wow, I'm very surprised by that. Like I said, I'm usually in the volition of shorter pit stops equal a better result, but these past few races have proved me wrong. UK, of course, won the MRL Race Week number 9 just a few weeks ago, and every single race that he won, he took 4 when his rest of his competition took 2. Or none. So it's interesting how it's coming to fruition again, except with the 19, and he is just absolutely going to go past, and he is just blitzing away from these guys. This is going to come to an easy win here, should a caution not come out. But the battle for P2, though, is still on between those with 2 tires. The 4 has it. Elite and UK want it. But in terms of the championship battle, the 4 has to keep the 24 behind.
3 to go, by the way.
3 to go. So coming to 2 to go this time, the 24 is going to really look low. And unfortunately, there is an apron there, so he can't really go lower than that. But yeah, the 4 is doing exactly what he needs to do and block that that very, very bottom. He's literally rim riding that white line. And now what can the 18 do? The 18 can try to go and get a Mopow 1, 2, 3. The 24 is going to look... Oh! There's a little bit of contact. The 24 is going to hit him coming on out of the... turn 3, and that is going to just really upset the 24 in his race. With 1 more lap, the 24, I'm sure, is going to probably just absolutely... Oh, man. Probably just full send it going into turn 3 here. The 88 is probably going to play a little bit of spoiler here. The 24 is going to... Oh, big sandwich here! And that is going to be a big kerfuffling here going into the front stretch here. The 4 will take P2, the 19 winning, the 24 P3, the 18 will take P4. P5, I'm pretty sure... can I have full results, please, Liam, whenever you get a chance?
Yeah.
But yeah. Wow. Story Square, I think took P6 out of that. Or sorry, Story Square, I think took P7, I should say. Um, man, wow. The 19 on 4 fresh tires was able to go and get that dub with a very strong lead. Um, wow. They got P7, so that means probably Packers got P6. I'm assuming. So hey, congrats, Packers. We were talking about that. All right. So we know our podium, so we're gonna get these guys up in here. Wow, that was a fast loading time. Blakey T with the fast lap. I'm assuming that was done on the final stint right there with a 29.405. So yes, a very interesting race right there. We'll have to get into the podiums to see how that is. Um, how that is going to shake things out, but yeah, let's get these guys up in here, and we'll catch you guys here in a little bit. I'm gonna mute myself, and I'll be right back. I accidentally added the wrong person. I'm very sorry about that. So, while we wait for the podium guys to get up in here, Liam, did you grab me for the four results?
Yeah, I got them.
All right, thank you. I guess we'll have to wait for the our usual tradition here of going over the full results here, usually after the race. But um, UK, I'm very sorry. I did not mean to add you, so I'm going to kick you on out. So I apologize
Okay,
about that.
well, I'll just say here and listen.
All right, yeah, my bad. I did not mean to. But anyway, let's go and talk about our podium here. So we had 100 laps here at Charlotte, and of course, it all came down to the last set of pit stops. And I was of the volition that two tires was going to be absolutely um, was going to absolutely be the right call there, but I was wrong. So because of that, Elite, it was you for the first stint, and then it was Blakey T there for the second stint, and for the third stint, you were in the pack for P2, P3, and at one point you were looking to go for the spot, but unfortunately just was not able to get it. Where is William Byron? There he is. Take it from your perspective.
Yeah, car was good and knew I was in trouble when I saw those three behind me. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be like a 3-on-1 type of deal all race. Um, once we cycled out doing that second to last stop, I Blakey he jumped me. He jumped in front of me on that cycle, and I just sat behind him and just saved fuel so I can just go as far as I can and you know take as less fuel as possible and two right sides, and I thought that was gonna be the winning call, but um, Blakey made the right decision and he flew past us with those four tires. So tried to get second and couldn't get it. Um, it is what it is.
Well, and that was the thing I wanted to discuss because I was literally calling it as if like, oh yeah, no, the winning move is gonna be 2 tires. I would have been in the same boat. I would have been right up there with y'all with getting passed by the 19. In fact, I thought I was like, as soon as I see him do that, I was like, oh, yep, no, that's it. Like that, his race is done. But little did I know. Well, I guess I just don't know. So, Elite though, congrats. Honestly, with Xander putting in last place points, you extend the points gap over him, but the gap over Cyber shrinks ever so slightly by virtue of just 5 points. Still, with 7 races left in the season. I mean, there's still a lot to do. We do have the next race though, which is not for another 2 weeks, mind you, because we have the Bristol night race next week, and we want drivers to see that because it's the round of 16 cutoff, and it's also the night race. You got to watch it. That'll be in 2 weeks, but it's going to be at the Charlotte Roval. So I don't know how you feel about road courses, but that is the next race.
Feel good about it. I'm actually going to run the Sportsman race because that's their next race as well, and try to get some laps down so I can be prepared for the Cup race. So, got to get accustomed to that track again. So, got to find a way to be faster so I won't have to be in a group, and I can just continue to just extend this points lead and get the championship, hopefully.
Well, I guess 25 laps is what I do believe the 50% distance for them on Monday. So 25 laps will be good practice. So, yeah. We'll have to see how Monday goes because I think a lot of Cup drivers are signed up for it. So we'll have to see. But yeah, congrats, P3, another podium to add to your record. Moving on to P2, though, Cyber, we heard from the opposite side of things how the points gap over from Elite to Xander increased because he took last place points. But your gap, which was entering this race, oh god, I had to do quick math. 93 points is now only 88. So, man, basic arithmetic is not my strong suit. But you were able to go and get it done and finish P2 tonight. I mean, obviously, I think we all know what we would have done differently. Take 4 tires at the end of that race. But what else do you think you could have done differently, if anything?
Nothing could have been done different. I did everything to go on and win this race, and I had 4 tires, I guess was the call after all, I guess. I mean, I was debating it going into that last stop. I thought 2 tires would have been it, and nope, wasn't the case, because on 4 tires, you're flying around here, so that's at least something to add in my notebook to now know what to do here the next time we're here.
Well, yes, but I mean, unfortunately, that won't be for next season. But we do have plenty of racing to go, especially at the Charlotte section of tracks. I'm going to ask you the same thing. I do believe, and I think this is the first time that the Cup Series will be on the Charlotte Roval here in 2 weeks. How do you feel about the Roval? I mean, obviously, I think we all know who is going to be one of the top dogs, but definitely at the Roval, it's almost a survival of the fittest type of thing.
Yep, that's what it's going to be like next week, because when it comes to all these road courses within this game, I mean, there's the goers, and then there's the not goers, and then there's the survival of the fittest where the wrecks will happen. So next week should definitely be that for sure.
2 weeks because Bristol night race is next week. So yeah,
That.
yeah, got to watch the Bristol night race. That is, but yeah, in 2 weeks that's where the Charlotte Roval is going to be. However, Sportsman Trucks is going to be there on Monday, so I guess we can see how that's going to go. I'm looking forward to turn 1, lap 1, heartburn turn, see how many people gets collected. But yes, Cyber though, congrats P2 to add another one to add to your podium streak, and then we have now our winner, and now this is not new territory for you, Blakey T. Of course, you have won earlier this season. However, I will fully admit I counted you out when you took 4 tires, but damn, you proved me wrong. How did the car feel on 4 fresh tires, especially with a lower fuel load? You were flying out there.
Yeah, I was speaking with my teammates after the race there, and I felt like Superman, man. I can make anything I wanted in my mind. I can imagine it would happen with those tires. It was good. I had a great time. It was, I thought to myself I wasn't going to catch them, and then I seen that I kept hitting my corners just right, and it kept ticking down. I was like, okay, this might be possible, and it was. So, you know, it was. I wasn't as nervous really. I kind of felt like those tires was my like security blanket. I was okay, and I knew I could catch them. I guess I don't even know what happened honestly. We didn't have the best car at all, and then we win. So it's crazy how much a race can change.
Exactly, and well, I do believe you passed them with like 5 to go. And then you just absolutely gapped them both. And I'm sure, like, I'm not. You already answered that question. You said you felt like Superman. So definitely going on out and showing that, hey, you never give up on a race because anything can happen. Now, Blake T, you are a little bit out of the ways of the championship battle here. However, anything can happen here with 7 races to go in the season. I don't recall you being so much of a road course connoisseur. However, with the Charlotte Roval here in 2 weeks, it's going to present its own different set of challenges. I mean, what do you think? What's your take?
Um, well, I pretty much approach it how I do every race. I just log on, do the best I can, and hope for the best. Because I've learned that practice only stresses me out more because I don't know how they're going to run. So I'm one of those that's just going to wing it, hope for the best, and try to get ourselves another win and try to make ourselves a little bit more competitive in the championship race. But we've had good cars all season. Just you know, everybody counted out Blakey T, and then sometimes you just got to show them that you're still capable of winning races sometimes, and it feels good. Feels good. I haven't lost my touch a little bit.
Well,
So.
you are now the fourth person this season to win multiple races, I should say. Joining Elite, Xander, UK, and now of course yourself. Everyone else who Nathan, Cyber, and that's actually it. Has won 2 different races, and one of them being one of the duels. So definitely, you're in elite company here. So definitely, congrats. Having your second win of the season at, well, normally the longest race of the season.
Yeah, it was fun. Good times. Can't thank my teammates enough, and we're going to try to do it again in 2 weeks. So,
There we go. Let's enjoy the night race, guys. It's gonna be next Saturday. Guys, any final thoughts before we close on out for the night?
Hell yeah, Blakey.
yeah, yay, yeah. That guy's got the right idea.
Well, well, there we go. I guess with that, we're gonna close on. We're going to close on now for the night. Thank you all so much for watching. Huge shout out to Liam for being our in-race supporter. We have Blakey T getting his second win of the season. Cyber getting I just had the math. I'm sorry. His 5th podium of the season. Elite getting his 8th. And congrats, guys. I mean, it was a lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to call, and hopefully it was a lot of fun to race. But until then, we have F1 tomorrow, and then we're down back at the NASCAR side of things on Monday for the sportsman side. They're going to be at the Charlotte Roval. So I guess if you want to get some practice in for the Roval, that is the place to be Monday night. With that, we're going to close on out. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.